Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be doing another round of no evidence, no problem, and we're going to be doing this on my favorite 10.62x multiplier, which means that we're going to have sprinting on, player speed, and ghost speed are both going to be at 100%. Flashlights are going to be on, hunt duration is going to be set to high, and the fuse box will be on at the start of the round. Today we're going to be doing Grafton Farmhouse, Willow Street, and Camp Woodwind. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our first investigation. All right. I like to start with the crucifix, EMF, and the camera. And it's probably going to be not likely for us to get a mimic. But you know, if we can catch some orbs at the very start. And we do, look at that, we have some orbs. Oh my god, I honestly, I was not expecting this at all. We have orbs right there, okay. Well, since it is no evidence, we can go ahead and call this one a mimic. Wow, lucky me. Oh, I love it when that happens. I rarely get that on any of the house maps, because if you think about it, you know, we have a lot of rooms to, you know, that if it were a mimic, it could be on, in any one of those rooms. We're gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna give it one more round and see what we get. But, you know, I just thought that was kind of hilarious. And it's a mimic. What do we get? 2,224 for not doing anything. That's I love it. Let's try it again. Grafton Farmhouse, round 2. Alright, what are the chances that we get another mimic? I don't think we're gonna get 2 in a row, but it would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Originally, if I didn't see any orbs there, I guess I was gonna try to see if we can get some, or, you know, I was gonna leave the camera inside and after smudging the ghost, maybe walk around and see if we can catch some orbs. But it doesn't look like we have any here, so we can probably just drop that in. We do have the lighter. I don't want to forget that. Can't tell you how many times I walk in with smudges and forget the lighter. We're gonna drop 3 in there. Come back for some firelight. Test for an on-reel. We're gonna bring some salt for a wraith, and I'm gonna turn this on just to see if we have, if we can rule out a djinn. If it turns the light off, excuse me, if it turns the breaker off, then, you know, we can say it's not gonna be a djinn. Alright, let's see what kind of a ghost we got. Let's drop those in. We're gonna get a wraith, I mean, some salt for the wraith, and then, what else? We have another smudge. I guess I'll take a flashlight. We could take a flashlight in there. We have 1 crucifix. I think that should be enough. And the flashlight, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on just right here. We'll see if we can catch ourselves a Raiju. So we're going to wait and listen for footsteps first. Okay, it looks like it's hunting. It sounds like it has normal movement speed too. Let's see if it speeds up when it passes by. The EMF and the light. It sounds very quiet though. It's very visible. You know, I think this is gonna be an Oni, to be honest. Yeah, I think this one might be an Oni. We're about like 5 seconds late on the hunt timer, but you know, I'm very convinced that this might be an Oni. But just so that we don't make the mistake of ruling out a mimic, I do want to walk around with a camera. It looks like it's coming from over... I'm hearing sounds over here. Oh jeez. Oh my god, that scared me. That did not sound like a baby breathing into my face there. Alright. I know it came from over here. I didn't see any orbs, but you know, I do want to check like some of the adjacent rooms just to make sure that we don't have any orbs that kind of wandered off, because sometimes that does happen. You'll be in the ghost room, there won't be any orbs, and you assume that it isn't an orbs ghost, and you find out later that the orbs had just like kind of wandered off. Okay, I don't see any. I'm gonna go ahead and just call this one an Oni. I think that's what it is, right? and turn the light off. Sorry I bothered you, Mr. Ghost. And let's go ahead and mark in an Oni. There we go, just as I thought. Alright, this time we got 3292. Alright, so I think we can call Grafton Farmhouse complete. We're gonna move on to Willow Street. And we will start with the same setup. I kind of like that. I like going in with the EMF. And again, we're not gonna forget the firelight here. Spot's a little bit tricky because I've been caught hiding in that shelf, you know, next to the shelf. I mean, excuse me, the bookshelf next to the couch a couple of times. It doesn't happen too often. I think it's a really good hiding spot, and I don't get too many ghosts that wander there, but you know, can't say that I've never died there. Alright, again, we're gonna go in there with some smudges just in case we can't figure out what the ghost is. We can at least stay in there and get a hunt timer, look for the ghost room, and try to rule out other ghosts like a shade. Listen for any ghost activity. See if we can hear some U-ray door slams, those kind of things. I think the approach I want to do this time is maybe... I think what I want to do is, I want the ghost to kind of pass by here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up like a little kill station, if you will, you know, with the salt. Make sure that I can get it to walk over the salt there. Because chances are, you know, if I'm just listening to footsteps, it's probably not going to... Ooh, that was scary. Okay, that does not make me feel comfortable. Okay, we have 2 smudges though. What does this mean? We have 2 lights burnt out. Oh, I think wait, is this the room? Okay, so it's not a wraith. We can cross that guy out. It looks like he's walking away. Burnt out another candle there. Did it just move to the garage? You know, I'm thinking it might be a banshee. It might be a teleporting ghost for sure. I'm gonna hang out by the crucifix. Yeah, he is definitely on to me. Is that a phantom? That is not a phantom blink. Sounds like it has regular movement speed. It didn't speed up quite like a Raiju, so we can cross him out. Roy, Diogen, they, all the usual, excuse me, the usual suspects like the Revenant, the Hantu. Did it slow down? I feel like it slowed down. Oh, could it be twins? I don't know. It seemed a little bit slower this time. I think I want to get one more hunt going. I think this time I want to listen. I want to listen a little more carefully to footsteps and see if I can rule it out by its footsteps. Again, we're gonna kind of use this time to... We have like 10 seconds. I'm gonna just kind of see if I can catch some orbs here. Nope, I don't see any. Okay, now we're in demon hunting time here. So I better hang out by the crucifix. My initial thought was to try to loop it around the kitchen table here, but because it's a child ghost, you know, it's a little baby ghost, it's gonna be really difficult to do so. So I'd rather just kind of get a little bit of vision on it by bringing it here, you know, where there's a lot of light. I guess I can do that in the kitchen, but you know, I have the crucifix here, which will protect me. So I'll listen a little bit, and then we'll try to get a second hunt going. I'm starting to think this is probably just a Jinn. I mean, a spirit there. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock it in. I hope we get it. I hope it's not just like a lazy, I don't know, twin. What should be a twin? That would suck. And it was a spirit. Okay, awesome. This time we got 3392, and that was because we got 2 objectives. One of them for 25 and the other one for 30. Same as last round. Cool. Let's go to one of my favorite spots for no evidence, and that's Camp Woodwind. And on to our final investigation here. Again, we're gonna start with the same setup here. Crucifix, EMF to test for a Raiju, and the camera to test for orbs. So most of the time in Camp Woodwind, if you do have a mimic, I don't know, I tend to see orbs out in the open over here. Though I can't say that I've never had a mimic hide orbs in one of these tents, so I don't know, but it is kind of rare, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cross out a mimic. We're gonna go ahead and put some salt down here. See if we can get this ghost to walk over it and rule out a wraith. And then we're gonna get some candles, put that. We're gonna set up the table here. And if I have enough time, if this ghost will let me, I'll grab some more items here and we can kind of set it up right there to test for a poltergeist. Okay, it's got normal movement speed. It's a crawler. Oh, there we go. Is that... Sounds like a Raiju. Back to movement, regular movement speed. Oh, this is very strange. The fact that I could like still not have to smudge tells me this might actually be a Hantu. Hold on, it is kind of acting weird. I am going to turn off the breaker and we're gonna do the same thing. Unless it was a Jinn. Unless it was a Jinn. I thought it was a Raiju, but it, you know, its speed wasn't consistent enough, so I am going to... We're gonna wait this minute out and see if we can get some breath. See if we can get some cold breath here. Alright, so I do have 2 smudges. Let's cross out a Moroi, a Diogenethe, Wraith. It stepped on salt there, right? Phantom, it didn't have a Phantom blink. I didn't really think it was much of an Oni blink either. Oh jeez, that did scare me. Oh my god, okay. We're now in demon territory. We passed the 1 minute mark, so it can hunt, which is why it kind of scared me. Okay, 1 firelight, 2 firelights blown out. Is it an Onry? Okay, now this is the room here. Okay, we still have 1 light. I want to see where the crucifix is. Trying to look for that thing. Okay, I don't know. It's lost somewhere here. Okay, now we can cross out a demon. Though it could still be a demon, just not choosing to hunt within the 1 minute mark. I didn't see any Obake blink, so we're going to cross that out. Didn't sound like a Myling. I don't know, it's really giving me like Raiju, Hantu vibes, possible Jinn. Because of, you know, how its movement speed was, you know? Keeps blowing out firelight too, which is kind of confusing me. Maybe what I should do is put that away. See if it blows 2 more out. No Hantu breath. No Raiju pickup in speed. Sounds like it's regular movement speed there. Oh jeez, I pathed pretty bad there. Alright, I really don't know what to call this one. I think this is probably gonna be... I think my only option is to call it a Jinn, maybe. I thought it was gonna be a Raiju or a Hantu because of, you know, its movement speed. It did change rooms, so it's not gonna be a Goryo. Didn't really sound like twins to me, and because I was in the room, it was pretty active blowing, well, I mean, shades can blow out candles, but it did decide to hunt while I was in the ghost room. I will not call this one a shade. It's not a spirit either. I didn't really get the sense that it was a poltergeist, unless I missed something, but, I don't know. Onryo, I wasn't really getting that impression either. Or a mare. I think I'm gonna go with a Jinn this time. It's kind of a weird pick, but I'm gonna lock in Jinn and see what we got. And, you know, if we get it wrong, well, you know, that's the name of the game with no evidence. Just gotta take a chance. And luckily for me, it is a Jinn. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys would like to see more content, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will be making some more no evidence videos in the future, so see you guys in the next one, and as always, happy hunting.